So you're 24 and you were insecure. Mm-hmm. And then you would be like, I guess, introverted, and you would like avoid people. So you'd be like all over looking at the internet. Mm-hmm. And you were like, I could do this, which is weird. Is that what you said?
No. So okay. I never thought I could do it. I consumed so much content because I was living through them. I was always like, I can't believe people are like able to talk this well and like have this many friends and stuff. But how I got into it was I was working at Target for over 3 years. I worked in the beauty department, and I would always have one AirPod in while I was working, and I would be listening to No Jumper. I like, really liked like hip hop media.
Yeah.
And I like just became a fan of that podcast, and then they announced that they were starting a Patreon series and having girls on that have OnlyFans accounts, just to sit them down and interview them. And I was like, holy shit, I love this podcast. It's kind of my dream to be involved with it, and I obviously have like no relation to like hip hop media, so like this is my chance. Like they're having OnlyFans girls on.
Yeah.
So I had an OnlyFans at the time. It had like maybe 200 fans, just people that I went to high school with. So, and this was a few years after I had graduated high school. I had my OF, and I was super small.
Yeah. And then you said you met Adam, I'm assuming, in Atlanta through like the No Jumper, that Patreon thing. And is that what turned it into more?
Yes. So they met me. Well, I had met Adam on the Patreon, and he really liked me, and he saw a lot of potential in me, and was like, me and my fiance have been talking about creating a management company. We would love to bring you on and sign you as the first girl. And that's what happened. I flew back home, and then I think 2 weeks later they flew me back out. I shot a scene with them. It was a Target themed scene.
Oh shit.
Like they were in the car, and I came out. I still had like my Target uniform and everything. I came out and I brought them their groceries, and they like pretended like they were hitting on me. And I got in their car, and we all went and then like filmed a sex tape.
Right.
Yeah. And then that tape went like pretty viral because we posted like the beginning clip of them picking me up from Target onto TikTok, and that went viral. And then that was also just the first time that they had like signed someone, so it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
And people in porn, they don't like talking about the bad side of it. Like everyone, they just glamorize because I think they feel like movie stars are famous, and there is a bad side of it. There's like the health risks, STDs going around, people lying about getting tested.
Yeah.
The only bad scene I've ever had personally was I was filming a scene with someone, and he put it up my ass. Sorry, that's like pretty graphic to say, but I've never done anal before. It wasn't asked beforehand. And I was in pain for days later. Like, I was in physical pain.
So you didn't agree to it prior?
I didn't agree to it, no. You always, whenever you do a scene, whenever I personally do a scene, I always ask, what are your do's, your don'ts? What do you want me to do? What do you not want me to do? I think I start every scene off like that. That's I think, a really important conversation to have. And that's a conversation we had, and he's
like, surprise.
Yeah, he put it up my ass. And
but hold on though, how does this happen?
We were in the position where you're like laying down, like spooning almost. So we had it like in my...
Got you.
Originally, and like slipped it out and put it up my ass, and he was like whispering in my ear like, oh, like, you like that? And like when I was in a scene, like I guess I was so tapped in that I just like went with it.
No, you're so like in character.
Yeah. No. But immediately afterwards I told him that I wasn't comfortable with that, and that I wanted that part cut out of the scene.
So you never done it before, and you just did it there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
This was fresh into my start. So if something like that would have happened like a few months ago, oh my God, I would have just gotten up and walked away. But that was one of my first ever scenes.
You felt like you had to continue.
Yeah, I didn't know that was something that I had the right to feel violated over, I guess.
That's a pretty crazy thing though.
Yeah.
And also just how did he just get it in there so fast and just like
I mean, I was in pain for days later, so like he definitely pushed hard. I don't know. The conversation we had immediately after, or days after, because it took a few days to register that wasn't okay. So I texted him. I said, hey, I've never done anal before. I would really prefer for that section of the video to be cut out.
Yeah.
And he agreed with it. He was like, yeah, totally, we can cut it out or whatever. Months later, it's posted on the hub.
God.
And the thumbnail is his dick in my ass.
Wow.
And so that's like... That was really hurtful. That was really, really hurtful.
Did he put your name in the title too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That guy sucks.
Yeah.
Whoa. He put your name too?
Yeah.
Is it his account? Like he's getting paid on that too?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
You can't be like, yo, what the fuck? Take that down.
So my team, I have like a management team, obviously. Like they reached out on my behalf because I wasn't comfortable reaching out to him because I already reached out to him and said I don't want this in. I'm not going to reach out to you a second time. I'm going to have people do it on my behalf. And but it's stuff like that. Like that only happened in my first few months, and I know so many other girls that have similar stories and experiences. I actually know girls that he's done that too.
Charles, great guy.
Not only are you a fucking rapist, you motherfucker, you're getting your dirty fucking hairy ass eaten out on Twitter. It's fucking disgusting.
Big deal. I got my butt eaten. Every girl out there listening to this, I've had totally.
But I don't get accused of raping people. Like normal men don't just be out in the world and get accused of raping people.
Listen, nobody has ever charged me with anything. No lawsuits. Never had a conversation with the cops ever. You're just talking shit because you got nothing else to say.
Other girls.
Cool, it's like his thing. What the fuck?
Apparently. And so that's why I do caution people before they get into the industry, because it is
it's not one
it's
size
not
fits
all
all.
glamour, like so fun and beautiful and what a lot of people make it out to be. There is a little bit of a dark side to it, I guess.
Yeah, it's not all like what it appears.